Is it possible to become rich fast? Or is everything a scam? And what does fast even mean? 1 year? 2 years? 20 years? In his book, The Millionaire Fastlane, MG DeMarco pleads precisely that. It's possible to get rich quick, but there is no shortcut and it's definitely not easy. In this video, we will talk about 3 takeaways that can set you on the path to becoming rich fast. Let's start with number 1. Sidewalker, slow laner, fast laner. To get a clearer picture of these concepts, let's say there are 3 people: Sidewalk Joe, Slow Lane Pete, and Fast Lane Jimmy. Let's look how vastly different they think about investing, making and spending money, and life in general. Sidewalk Joe believes in carpe diem, live like there is no tomorrow. He lives paycheck to paycheck. His only goal is to consume and feel good at the moment. I earned this car, bag, or 5-star hotel. Fill in the blank. Success means what people can see. And what are savings or investments again? I don't need that. You would think Sidewalk Joe is just some guy working a low-paying job, but that's just one possibility. It can also be the sports icon who burns through his 10 million contract and is broke 2 years after his career has ended. Slow Lane Pete has a good job. He saves a lot of money and invests the rest in an index fund. If everything goes according to plan, he's well off with 65. Just 30 years of working his strenuous job. It may get easier once his boss finally changes the company. Or he can retire earlier if his Bitcoin portfolio goes through the roof. Slow Lane Pete likes it safe, but he's worried about the recent tech layoffs. Not just at his company, but also at the other big players like Microsoft or Amazon. Because of this, he works long hours and tries not to get on any radar. Sounds familiar? I'm guilty of the slow lane myself. Parents, teachers, society preach the same thing. I have a stable job and invest a lot in the index fund. With my current life trajectory, given that no major life events push me in another direction, I should end up like Slow Lane Pete and be retired at 65. It's not a wrong road either, but I think there is something more. Books like Millionaire Fastlane or podcasts like My First Million with Sam Power and Sean Pori help you to get a different perspective to what else is possible. Fast Lane Jimmy. Fast Lane Jimmy knows wealth is not a sudden event, it's a process. A process he has followed in the last years. Jimmy knows it's possible to become rich through business and investments. Therefore, he worked the previous years on his side hustles, which have become his primary source of income. Some investments also paid off. It wasn't a straight line, though he had many setbacks, but he put himself together fast. Although people see the CEO or sports icon who get $1 million check in the news seemingly out of the blue, they need to remember the hard training sessions in the morning, missed parties and birthdays. They did this for years before they arrived at this sudden event. Number 2. From consumer to producer. Society teaches us to be a consumer. Buy this and you will look younger and sexier. Buy that and people will respect and admire you. MJ DeMarco pleads to switch this mindset from a consumer to a producer. But what does this mean? A consumer goes to an Apple store, sees all the fantastic products and wants a new iPhone, MacBook, and when enough money is left, the Apple Watch on top. A producer goes to an Apple store and thinks, how are they doing that? Which advertising are they using? Which can I use for my own business? Is there something to copy? Daily we use products unconsciously. Try to look behind the curtain. Why did I choose the toothpaste? Was it because of the advertising I see every day? Or did my favorite influencer use it on an Instagram post? Take that as opportunities for your own operation. Fastlane commandments. If you want to become rich, MJ DeMarco has 5 commandments to build a business in the book. Ideally, you can check all of the boxes, but as you will see, there are enough examples who don't check all the boxes. And that are the Fastlane commandments: control, entry, need, time, and scale. So let's go through an example to get a clearer picture. You want to start a YouTube channel and think if MJ DeMarco's commandments would approve this. Let's give it a look. Control. Ultimately, you don't have complete control over your channel. YouTube does. If you get several strikes or some rules changes, #adpocalypse, your channel might get taken down or you can't make any money from AdSense. This narrative changes if you get your viewers to another platform, like your own email list or homepage. Entry. Everybody can start a YouTube channel, so there is no barrier like a particular degree or money. Ideally, you would like to have a high entry barrier to less competition. But if you compare YouTube to Instagram or TikTok, the barrier is higher. Need. As soon as you find your niche and subscribers, you have this box checked. You have to provide value and solve people's needs in some way to check this box. Time. As soon as one video is uploaded, it works for you. No matter if you're sleeping, on holiday or doing something else. This video is available for everybody and could earn money even years in the future. Scale. You can make one video and 100 or 100,000 people can watch it. One video can change your life and reach millions of people. A YouTube channel doesn't check all the boxes, but there are enough examples of YouTubers who still got rich quick. Now let's compare it to your butcher shop around the corner. Control. Ideally, it's his shop and he has complete control over it. Nobody can tell him what and how to sell. If somebody doesn't like it, he can go somewhere else. Entry. It's quite a high barrier to entry. You need a shop, you need inventory and materials. So there is less competition like on Instagram or TikTok, for example. Need. Although there is a trend to consume less meat, people still buy it and buy it in even more premium categories if they can afford it. Time. There is a big problem. You can only earn money if you work in the shop. Maybe you have several employees, but you still have to check them. Nobody will have an eye for detail as you. Scale. Your typical customer lives in the neighborhood. If your reputation lives up to it, people take a more extended trip to your shop. But you are bound through your inventory. If everything is sold, you must close for the day. So there will always be a maximum amount of customers you can serve. To summarize, you can also make a lot of money with a butcher shop, but you cannot have unlimited upside like a YouTube channel. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers. Bye bye.